Have you ever felt like no matter what you do or what you say, people just don't quite see the real you? It can be a lonely feeling. Well, today, we're going to explore a really quiet but incredibly powerful source of strength for exactly those moments.
Let's kick things off with a word that just perfectly captures this whole experience: besmirch. It means to damage someone's reputation, their good name. Just think of that awful sinking feeling you get when something good and true about you gets, well, unfairly stained.
So let's just pause on this question for a moment. Have you ever really been misunderstood in a way that completely shifted how people looked at you? It's a heavy feeling, isn't it? That sense of being defined by something that's just not you.
That feeling, right there, is exactly what we're going to unpack today. This first part of our journey is all about the weight of misunderstanding, how we deal with the world's perception of us. Our journey begins with a pretty surprising take, a statement of, you could say, radical acceptance. I am absolutely certain that I am misunderstood by others, and that's okay. Now, this isn't about giving up, not at all. It's about finding a different kind of peace.
So why this acceptance? Where does that okay come from? Well, the reasoning is actually super practical. As this thought suggests, trying to make sure you are perfectly understood all the time is just exhausting. So it becomes a choice, a way to save your energy, deciding that the constant fight for perfect clarity just isn't worth it.
You know, this whole mindset, it leads to a completely different way of living. So in our next section, let's explore how this builds into what we can call a philosophy of peace, a real alternative to feeling like you have to explain yourself 24/7. Okay, so the first pillar of this philosophy is trust. It's this quiet hope that even if your words get jumbled, your good intentions, the core of who you are, will somehow shine through. It's about having faith that your fundamental goodwill will eventually be felt, and that good enough is actually truly enough.
So what does this look like in the real world? We can break it down into a quieter, three-step approach. First, you trust your own intent. Second, you let time do the heavy lifting. And third, you just accept your limits. You simply can't please everyone.
Let's zoom in on that second step for a sec, letting time work its magic. The idea here is that you use time as a tool, as a way to figure out which misunderstandings are actually a big deal. Because time is a fantastic filter, right? It separates the stuff that really matters from all the temporary noise that just fades away on its own.
And that last step, well, it's really all about self-preservation. This quote says it perfectly. I can't make everyone happy all the time. It's sometimes hard just to keep myself together. And that's just a powerful reminder that sometimes, protecting your own peace has to be priority number one.
This whole philosophy, accepting that you'll be misunderstood, trusting in time, it all builds towards something incredibly powerful. And in our final section, we're going to explore the resilience of character and find out what really lasts when all the noise dies down.
This brings us to a really crucial question. In a world that is just full of misunderstandings, gossip, rumors, what is the one truth that actually stands the test of time? What endures?
The answer lies in a simple but absolutely beautiful metaphor. A single splash of mud can't erase a sunrise. Just let that sink in for a second. The imagery there is just so powerful.
So let's break this down. On one side, you've got the mud. What's the mud? It's the mistakes, the rumors, the bad moments. These are all temporary stains. But on the other side, you have the sunrise. That's your core value, your true character. And that is permanent. That is who you truly are. And it rises again, every single day, no matter what. So, the crucial point, the one thing to take away from this whole explainer is right here. Temporary stains do not define your permanent identity. The mud is not the sunrise. And this is how it all comes back to our relationships. Real, true connection isn't built in one perfect, flawless conversation. It's built slowly, over time, through a subtle and consistent understanding. It's about the people who see your sunrise day after day until the occasional splash of mud doesn't even matter anymore.
So, as we close out, I'm going to leave you with this thought to carry with you. I want you to take a look at your own life. What mud have you been so focused on, and what sunrise, your true, enduring, and beautiful character, have you maybe forgotten?